Hey, I'm Nick with Fiesel. We're here at the All Mirage residence. The current insurance scope is to replace all the valley metal along the roof. We have some here in the lower and the upper slope. So what we're doing today is a repairability test to assess if we can complete the scope. In order to replace the valleys, we have to remove the shingles as the shingles lay on top of the valleys. The valley metal is a 36-inch piece of metal that goes 18 inches on both sides. And then after that, they're going to lay one course of 36-inch wide ice and water shield vertically on both ends. So to replace the valley, I need to take up roughly 48 inches of shingles. Building code 908.5 says I can't reuse aggregate surface material. So the reason that we're conducting the test is because we're going to need to patch in along the valley. So what I'm going to do is use a manufacturer-approved roofing flat bar to break the seals and remove the nail heads. I'm going to remove a shingle and then reinstall it. What this is going to do is give us an idea if we can patch into this roof or not. If we can complete the scope, and if we can't complete the scope. So I'm going to get started right now, and I'm just going to pick a shingle next to the valley that we would have to tie into. So I'm going to pick this one right here. It starts here and ends here. I already put a hole in it right here. I don't know if you can see it. I'll show it in the end. There you go. Just breaking the seals. The shingle's already ripped right there. I'm being extremely gentle to not cause any further damage. Just following exactly how the manufacturer requires you to repair the roof, using the roofing flat bar to break the seal. There's another tear right there. All right, so I got that seal broken. Now I need to get the 4 shingles above it. Shingle tore right there as well. Shingle tore right here as well. Couple little tears right here, though they're really hard to see. So this shingle tore 3 times. This one tore once. This one tore twice. This two's starting to delaminate. Awesome. All right, all the seals are broken. This shingle tore a little bit on the edge. This isn't so bad. This is savable. But obviously, the 2 above the shingle we're looking to remove have large vertical tears in them. They need to be replaced. Now that all the seals are broken, I'm going to remove the nail heads along the shingle and then remove the shingle. So that nail pulled through. Same with this one. go. Just lifting the shingle up, I tore it right here. First row of nails is out, and I'll get the second. This shingle tore completely when I was removing the nail. Get a close-up on that. There's a big tear right here. I can stick my finger through. This shingle needs to be replaced now. This shingle did the same thing. There's a massive tear in it right here. That needs to be replaced as well. All right. Oh, there's one more. Pressing this way. All the nails are out. Another thing I didn't point out during the video was when I was breaking the seals. The way the sealant works, it's applied to the underside of each shingle and it bonds to the top of the one below it. Sometimes when you're breaking the seals, depending on the roof, the sealant can bond more to the one below it than the one it was installed on, leaving a massive hole from the top, from the underside to the bottom of the shingle. So the next one, which is right here, this is called material transfer. This is also damage that you can't ignore. Part of the shingle is ripped off and stuck to the one below it. So it's very consistent across this roof. If we lift these ones up, what you'll see is more of that same material transfer. Here's a good example right there on the edge of this one. See the big gash missing right there where you see the fiberglass. So that's another reason that this can't be repaired. At this point, what we'll do is a discontinued certainty landmark. That's an English cut, meaning it's 36 inches wide and it has a 5-inch exposure. There's no product that carries the same exposure or length or the same width to go back into its place. So what we're gonna do is reinstall the same shingle that I removed, just to show what will happen when, even after you get this far and it's already failed, just to show what will happen when you re-nail the shingle. Most likely what we're gonna see is a crease line form at the top of the shingle where the fiberglass matting breaks and the granules fall off. In order to re-nail the shingle, I need to lift the shingle above it high enough to get the nail in the nail line perpendicular to the roof deck. So I need to lift this shingle high enough to get my nail, my hammer, and enough force to drive it into the nail line. So I'm gonna do that now. Another thing I didn't point out was the beginning of these teeth to delaminate. Not too many of them are doing it, but it's something to point out. That's also damage that we can't ignore. The teeth of the dimensional shingle is actually the top portion. That's what holds the shingle together and also gives it its wind rating. So just another reason this isn't working. Again, I'm gonna go right next to the existing nails. I gotta lift this shingle high enough to get the nail on the nail line, perpendicular to the roof deck, and I can't overdrive or underdrive or install the nails with a slanted fastener in a stand. I can't have the fastener be slanted. Just got a bunch of them, sorry. First row of nails is done. Now I'll do the second. All right, I re-nailed the shingle. What you'll notice, I was talking about these teeth delaminating earlier. They're a lot more delaminated now. This shingle definitely needs to be replaced. Same with this one, all these teeth are delaminating where I had to lift it. All I'm gonna do is take my hand, wipe along the top of it too. What you'll see is that crease line show now. The fiberglass matting in the shingle is broken where I had to lift it. So the horizontal line right here and the granules have fallen off. For all these reasons, material transfer, delamination, tearing, granule loss, creasing, we can't replace this roof, or we can't repair this roof, we'd have to replace it. So the scope is invalid. Please see our estimate and a follow-up email and let us know if you have any questions. Thanks for your time.